Hello everyone. I hope I am audible to all of you. So today we are going to discuss about the lecture 15 and 16. So myself Sana Sheikh, I am a fourth year PhD student at IIT Bombay under a Professor Santosh J. Bhapure, and I am taking this class as an NPTEL TA for the course which is entitled as Principle of Organic Synthesis, and the course instructor is Professor Punyamurthy from IIT Guwahati. So in previous classes we have solved the different various type of questions. So today we are going to discuss about the lecture 15 and 16, which is the nitration, sulfonation and other reactions. So let's start today's session. The benzene nitration mechanism is here. So part 1 is mechanism part is given here. So part 1 is the formation of nitronium ion. So here you can see that the stronger sulfuric acid protonate the nitric acid to form the NO2 plus electrophile. So here we have H2SO4, and the lone pair of oxygen of nitric acid is abstracting the proton, and it's generate the nitronium ion. After getting the nitronium ion intermediate, the part 2 is the electrophilic aromatic substitution, where the benzene ring is attack on electrophilic nitrogen here, and it's get open up. Okay, so this is nothing but the addition of electrophile, and we will get here this intermediate. Now because this is a resonance structure, so we can write this in this form also, where the plus charge will rotate on the ring. So it will migrate on the ring, and we can write this as this one also. All are resonance structure. So we will get this one as well, right? So this is called resonance hybrid as well, because positive charge is on all over the ring, not on the particular carbon atom. So after getting this one, the third part is a loss of proton and restoring the aromaticity. So restoring of proton will takes place how? So as all of you know that proton abstraction can happen with the water, because water is acting as a nucleophile. Okay. So after that one, proton abstraction will take place, and we will get the nitro here, nitro group, and we'll get the nitrobenzene. So next one is electrophilic substitution, sulfonation of methyl benzene with sulfur trioxide. So here we have toluene and we have SO3 reactant. Okay, so what will happen first? Because this sulfur is electrophilic and all oxygens are attached to this one, so the electrophilic attack will take place. So this toluene double bond will attack on toluene, will attack on sulfur atom, which the reaction is slow, and it is also called as RDS, rate determining step. So after the attacking of electrophile, sorry, nucleophilic attack of toluene on sulfur, we will get this unstable carbocation intermediate. So here you can see that the carbocation generation will take place, and that charge will rotate in all over the ring, as we have discussed in previous slide. So after that one, the next one is the protonation. So because after the attack, this will get open and negative charge was generated on one of the oxygen, right? So after this one, H2SO4 will protonate this O minus, and it will give intermediate, this one, sulfonic acid. Okay, and after the deprotonation, H2SO4 is protonating this one, so it will become HSO4 deprotonate. Okay, so that's why we'll get here this one. After the formation of this intermediate, we'll get the alpha sulfonic acid substituted aromatic compound. Okay, after getting this one, the next one is here is given electrophilic attack on this one, same, this is also the same mechanism, and after this one protonation is taking place at para position, because in first case we have discussed about ortho substitution. Here we have para substitution. Okay, so here I was talking about this positive charge. So this positive charge is here in this case. So we are getting this as a product. But because this has different resonance structure, we have discussed right now. So this charge is can be stabilized over other position also, right? Para position also. So that's why either we will get ortho substituted or para substituted. Here para positive charge is also stable, so that's why we will get para substitution here. This double bond will attack over here, right? So the with these two substitution we will get two different type of product, ortho and para substitution. But para is more stable because of steric is also not there here, and because of the steric factor, para substitution is more stable and major. Okay. So the next one is talking about the lecture 16. In lecture 16, Professor Punyamurthy have discussed about the nucleophilic aromatic substitution. So we'll give the summary for this one. Nucleophilic aromatic substitution. So in this reaction, a nucleophile attacks on electron poor aromatic molecule.
Electron poor molecule. So in this reaction, a nucleophile attack an electron poor molecule, resulting in a substitution of leaving group. So we have nucleophile. It will attack on electron poor aromatic molecule, which is given here in the substitution of leaving group. So here nucleophile will attack over here, and we will get this intermediate. After that one, the negative charge will push over here and it will knock out the leaving group. We will get the nucleophile substitution in aromatic ring. So the rate determining step is attacking of aromatic ring by the nucleophile. So this first step is RDS, rate determining step, which disrupts the aromaticity. Here aromaticity is disrupted, and then electron withdrawing group on the aromatic ring help to stabilize the negative charge of the intermediate. After that, the loss of leaving group is taking place because chlorine is often used as a leaving group due to its high electronegativity. So this is halogen also. This is also a good leaving group. So next is in nucleophilic aromatic substitution. First step here, attack of electron poor aromatic ring by nucleophile, then forming a negatively charged intermediate. So this ring is electrophilic. Why electrophilic? Because we have nitro group. Nitro group is always pulling electron, and it makes the ring less electron rich. That means it is an electron deficient ring. Okay. Then we have nucleophile, and nucleophile will attack over here. In previous slide we have discussed this one. Then we will get this intermediate negatively charged, and in electrophilic aromatic substitution, we saw that the electron substituents is stabilize the electron poor intermediate, right? But in nucleophilic aromatic substitution, the tables are turned. Instead of the intermediate is electron rich and stabilized by electron withdrawing groups such as nitro. So here we have electron rich intermediate. Starting material is electron deficient, but this is electron rich ring, right? But it is stabilized by this withdrawing group, electron withdrawing group. So the second step in nucleophilic aromatic substitution is expulsion of leaving group. So how it will take place we have discussed right now. So this negative charge will push over here electron, and this will knock out. Right? And we will get nucleophilic substitution here. Then In lecture 16, this nucleophilic aromatic substitution is discussed in detail, where nucleophilic aromatic substitution is sometimes observed when the benzene with a good leaving group is treated with strong base. So we have here benzene with good leaving group, and we are treating it with a strong base. Okay, ammonia and potassium amine. So here, when we are treating with strong base, what happen first? The lone pair of ammonia attack on the benzene ring, and we are getting intermediate like benzyne. Sorry, I made a mistake here. So as we are treating this with ammonia and KH amine, so this is base. Base is always extracting proton. All of you know about this one. So because here we have proton, here everywhere we have proton, right? But all of you know that alpha proton are more acidic compared to the other one, because this benzene ring is substituted with halogen group. So that's why acidity of proton is different. So this alpha proton is more acidic, so proton abstraction will take place from here, like this way, in this manner. And after the proton abstraction, what will happen? Negative charge will generate over here, right? And it will push this way, and this leaving group will knock out to give the benzyne intermediate. So in chemistry, everybody is aware of benzyne intermediate, because benzyne intermediate is very reactive and used in different types of reactions. So here, after getting the benzyne intermediate, this is highly reactive, high in energy. It will quickly react with the base. Now the second time, the base will act as a nucleophile. Okay. So it will attack on benzene and will get this as a product. So the reaction is going via benzyne intermediate formation. Okay. Benzyne intermediate. So in this case, as I told you, benzyne intermediate formation is taking place. So either here or here attack can be happen, right? So if we have any substitution on the ring, like here, so after benzyne formation, the attack can take place either here or here, right? So if the attack will take place here, we will get meta substitution, right? But when the attack will take place on this position, we'll get para substitution. So mixture can be obtained in this case with substituted benzenes. Okay. Now we'll quickly solve a few questions based on our concept, and we'll see the mechanism, right? So here the first question is, predict the major product of the following reaction. So here butyl lithium is given an arrow and THF, right? And here we have amide, correct? How the mechanism is taking place? First of all, the magnesium insertion is given here. So in this case, we have here bromide, right? So lithium bromide halogen metal halogen exchange will take place, and it will become, instead of this RgMX which is shown here, we will get what? I will write here. Okay, this one. Now this is our nucleophile. So on our amide, this attack will take place here, like this way, and we will get here All of you got this one? OLI. Okay. After this one, next one is water. Okay. So quenching, during the quenching of this one, hydrolysis will take place and this leaving group will knock out. This is good leaving group. Okay. First of all, water will attack on this carbon and then this will leave out and we will get the corresponding aldehyde. So here we are getting, we have already discussed this type of mechanism. You can solve by yourself. Okay, aldehyde. So the correct option here is this one. So first step is metal halogen action. It is going like a Grignard reagent formation only, but the butyl lithium is used, so we have to make the lithium ion intermediate. Okay. So next one is predict the major product of the following reaction. Here on arrow we have copper chloride, sodium methoxide, methanol and DMF. So all of you know that base is given, right? So whenever the base is given, what you have to do? So I have not discussed about the coupling reaction yet, but this is a type of Ullmann reaction. It comes under coupling reaction. So we'll discuss the mechanism here. So here we have copper chloride, right? We have copper chloride. So what happens in this type of reaction? First of all, we have base also. So in Ullmann reaction, always remember that we have copper chloride with base, right? So base will react with the nucleophile. So suppose here we have this iodide, right? I am writing this as a Ri. Okay. So copper, what will do copper in this case? Copper is in +1 oxidation state, right? So it will go under +2 by inserting between these bonds. So copper insertion will take place like a palladium insertion. Here copper is inserting between these bonds. So it will look like something. I am writing here. It is a coupling reaction. So cycle is there, mechanism cycle, but I am writing in this way. And +2 oxidation state. So it will undergo first +1 from +1 to 0, then +2 oxidation state. After getting in +2 oxidation state, what will be the next thing? Here we'll get this one in +2. Okay. Then again copper will introduce here and we will get this intermediate. Copper will bind with the substrate and then after this one oxidative addition will take place. So in oxidative addition we will get this intermediate and then reductive elimination will take place to give the corresponding product. So in this case what is happening? First oxidative addition of this group is taking place on copper and copper is going up in a +2 oxidation state. After the oxidative addition, this NOMe Na sodium methoxide base is also attacking on the copper atom, and after the reductive elimination it bind with this one, transmetallation will takes place. So if you are not understand this one, because it's a, for this one I need a mechanism cycle. So if anybody have doubt, I will share the mechanism cycle in next class. Right now you can just go and check with the coupling reaction mechanism, you will understood. Because first oxidative addition, transmetallation followed by reductive elimination is the mechanism for all the reactions in coupling reactions. And predict the major product of the following reaction. So the reaction name is Stephens-Castro coupling. So now we are discussing the coupling reaction here. So what is the Stephens-Castro coupling? So here we have iodide and alkyne, right? And on arrow we have DMF. So first of all, here also in this case we have this copper reagent, right? So this copper reagent we have here, oxidative addition will takes place. So this four centered transition state formation will takes place here. It will bind to this copper, right? After that one, this four member transition state formation will takes place, and then copper halogen will knock out and disubstituted acetylene formation will takes place. So here also the same thing is happening, and we'll get there. Sorry, this is not the answer. Okay. Sorry. So we'll get here this intermediate, right? After getting this one, what is the next thing? This lone pair of oxygen will undergo hydroxylation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 member. This way. Okay. So here, when this four member transition state formation will takes place, so this R1 group will directly connected to alkyne, right? So this R1, I am writing intermediate here. R1 will directly get connected to this alkyne, right? This way, and this one. So sorry. We'll draw again. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. And here we have ester. Okay. Now hydroxylation will take place. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 member ring formation will take place this way. So here we will get this way, right? protonation will take place to give the corresponding product. So correct answer is option number 4. Now the question number 5 is predict the major product of the following reaction. So here we have Onero KNH2, right? This is base. So this is a Chichi-Babin reaction. So what happened in Chichi-Babin reaction? We have here example with pyridine, right? Suppose we have pyridine and NaNH2 is base. So here we have KNH2. So this base will abstract the acidic proton. So where is the acidic proton? Here, right? So because this is a small base, so it will act as a nucleophile as well. So as a nucleophile, it will attack on alpha position, and first proton abstraction will take place, then it will attack on alpha position, and we'll get this gamma complex, which is also known as Mission-Himmer complex. After this one, the negative charge over here will push again and it will knock out proton H, and we will get this as an intermediate. Got it? So here two pathways are there. If negative charge will push over here, we will get this intermediate, and if this lone pair will push electron here, we will get this intermediate. So if we will get this as an intermediate, the proton H minus hydride ion will take up the proton and eliminate as H2. Okay, H2 gas. Then this negative charge will push electron here, and then it will become this intermediate and this one, and the other pathway is given here, where after getting this one, H2 elimination will take place and will directly get this intermediate. Then quenching with water will release NaOH, and we'll get the 2-aminopyridine as a product. So the correct option here is, so alpha amination is taking place, so alpha position is this one and amination is taking place. The correct answer is this one. Predict the major product of the following reaction. This is known as Smile reactions. So we have base, right? So base will abstract the proton. So here we have amide, and here we have NaH and the MPU. The proton abstraction will take place, which will result in a anion intermediate, this one, like this. Okay. So after this anion intermediate, this negative charge will attack on ring to give the cyclic intermediate. After getting this intermediate, this will open up and we'll get this as a intermediate. Then it will take up the proton to give the corresponding product. Okay, so you have to solve this mechanism by yourself. Then we will discuss in detail Smile's reaction. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Predict the major product of the following reaction. So here we have mechanism Bucherer reaction. So as we have here dianol, so this dianol will undergo a reaction. First of all, protonation. Okay, so protonation will take place to give the intermediate this way. Right, here is also a protonation. So after the protonation, this double bond will get break, and here positive charge will generate, right? And here also, in this case also, this way. Okay, so if this way reaction is going, here it will get stopped, but with this way we'll get this intermediate, then positive charge will localize in the ring. So the delocalization will take place, and positive charge will generate will take place at this position also. Then the next one is a base attack, a nucleophilic attack. So nucleophile is attacking here. We also have this one on this carbon, and we'll get 3A as an intermediate. After this one, this enol will push electron here, and protonation followed by protonation will result in the ketone intermediate. Then this ketone will further attacked by nucleophile here, right? So in this case we have ammonia, here we have NH2R amine, right? So it will attack on this one. After this attack, we will get this intermediate, then proton transfer will take place, and water elimination will result in the formation of A intermediate. After getting this one, the lone pair of nitrogen then push over here, and will get this intermediate as a 5B. Then after getting this one, again protonation will take place, and deprotonation will take place, and it will undergo a enol type intermediate. After, because aromatic rings are more stable, this leaving group will eliminate to stabilize the ring aromaticity of the ring. So we will get this one as a final one. So similarly here also, this OH will take up the proton first, and then the all mechanism will follow the same pathway to get the NH2 at this position. So this is the correct answer, option A. The next question is question number 8. Predict the major product of the following reaction. So here we have phenyliodide on arrow, 5 mole% of palladium acetate and potassium acetate, DMF. Okay, so mechanism is given here. This is a Hague reaction. So because we have used here palladium acetate, so in oxidative addition of iodobenzene will take place here, and we will get this palladium plus 2 in intermediate. Okay, after palladium plus 2 intermediate, coordination insertion will take place here. So here we have cyclopentene alcohol, which will undergo insertion reaction with palladium 2, and will get this intermediate. Okay, after getting this one, beta hydride elimination will take place to give this intermediate. Okay, here this way hydride will transfer on the palladium. So after this one, beta hydride elimination will take place, and we will get the this intermediate, which on reductive elimination will result in a formation of product. So here, as you can see, after this one, this intermediate, we are getting here hydrogen is attached to a palladium, right? Then beta hydride elimination is taking place. In that thing, this molecule will knock out, right? Then reductive elimination will result in a regeneration of palladium 0 catalyst followed by product. So here also palladium insertion is taking place here. Then reductive elimination, beta hydride elimination followed by reductive elimination will result in this product. Option number 2. This is the major product of the following reaction. So this is a Bals-Schiemann reaction. Okay. So we have aniline here and it will react with the nitrous acid. So nitrous acid we have here, right? So this lone pair will attack on nitrous acid like this in this fashion and it will give this intermediate. Okay. After getting this intermediate, proton transfer will take place and H2 elimination will occur. So proton transfer is taking place here and water elimination followed by this intermediate formation. Okay. After getting this intermediate, again further the water elimination will take place, hydrolysis, and it will give the benzene diazonium salt. After getting the diazonium salt, nucleophilic attack will take place on this center. Okay. After the nucleophilic attack of F minus from BF4, so instead of BF4 here we have HPF6. Okay. So fluoride ion transfer will take place which will act as a nucleophile and this N2 elimination will take place because N2 is a good leaving group and we will get a fluorobenzene as a product. So here again the same thing will happen. This diazo group will knock out after formation of diazo and we will get this as a product. So try the mechanism by yourself. It's a simple mechanism. You can check by yourself. If you are not getting, we can discuss in next class. Predict the major product of the following reaction. So here acidic condition is given, right? So this is a Bamberger rearrangement. Is a chemical reaction of phenyl hydroxylamine with a strong aqueous acid. So this is a hydroxylamine and strong aqueous acid is given, which will rearrange to give the 4-aminophenols. This reaction is named after the chemist Eugen Bamberger. So here we have hydroxylamine and H2SO4 on arrow, right? So first step is protonation. Whenever we have acid on arrow, we have to do the protonation. Okay. So after the protonation, we will get this intermediate. Okay. So because nitrogen will abstract, will protonate it first because of less electronegativity compared to the oxygen. So we will get this intermediate. After getting this one, proton transfer will take place. Okay. So proton transfer will result in this substrate. Okay, intermediate. So after this proton transfer, H2 elimination, water elimination will result in a formation of this intermediate. And then after this one, the quinone type of intermediate formation will take place where the water molecule will act as a nucleophile and it will trap this carbocation to give the hydroxy substituted amine. So from hydroxylamine we are getting a para-hydroxyamine. Okay. So here in this case also where we will get here hydroxy group will formation will take place. So this is the correct answer. Okay. So next question. Predict the major product of the following reaction. So here we have diameso, turbid oxide, ammonia and UV light. Okay. Photochemical condition. So mechanism is given here. In photochemical condition, how the mechanism is taking place. Nucleophilic aromatic substitution is taking place. So here we have O minus, which will push electron here, right? This way, and it will go here, and this double bond will attack here. okay, and bromine will knock out. So this is the nucleophilic aromatic substitution reaction. So we'll get this finally this one as a product, cyclized product. So the correct answer is option A. Okay. Predict the major product of the following reaction. So here we have sodium sulfonic acid. Here it is a salt form. Okay, sulfonic acid falls. So this is a Becquerel reaction. So always whenever you have acid on arrow, you have to protonate first. So protonation will take place on naphthol. Okay. So after that protonation on naphthol, we'll get this as an intermediate, right? So we have discussed this right now only few minutes before. So after this one, will formation of this one will take place. Then protonation and amine formation will take place, right? We have discussed right now only. So after this one, we have here mechanism where we are getting this as a intermediate. So NaNH2 is here instead of simple ammonia, right? So simple ammonia, so that means we will get this as a intermediate. We will write here. Okay. After this one, the next step is again protonation. So protonation will take place. And we will get this intermediate here like this way. Okay. So after getting this intermediate, if we can write this in this format also, only the ring will attached here, right? After getting this one, the next step is this double bond will next step is 3 sigma tropic shift. 1 2 3. Okay. After 3 sigma tropic shift, we will get this as an intermediate, and then it will further undergo a protonation and we give the intermediate like this one. Then protonation. After protonation, this lone pair will attack on this center and we will form a pi member ring here. So 6 ring formation is taking place. Instead of this one, we have here Banol system. Okay. Sorry, methyl ring. So that's why this is the correct option. Predict the major product of the following reaction. So here palladium acetate is given. So this is a type of coupling reaction. All of you know that. So this is a Heck reaction. Okay. So coupling reaction also a Heck reaction, but this is a intramolecular coupling reaction. Heck reaction, because double bond here we have in Heck reaction. Double bond is there, which is involved in the reaction, and alkyl halide. So here we have alkyl halide. So this is a intramolecular. So again the mechanism is same. We have already discussed. So this new bond formation will take place in between this one. So 5 member ring formation will take place. The correct answer is B. So the steps are involved in the reaction is oxidative addition, then coordination insertion, followed by beta hydride elimination. Then the final step is reductive elimination, which will regenerate the palladium catalyst, and followed by the product formation. Then the question number 4 is major product. Predict the major product of the following reaction. This is the type of Ullmann reaction we have discussed earlier, right? So in Ullmann reaction, this is the double Ullmann reaction is taking place because we have two iodides here. So that's why we are getting the product here in this case like this one. Okay. Predict the major product of the following one. So microwave condition is given here. So mechanism is Smiles reaction. In Smile reaction, first proton abstraction is taking place, followed by ring formation. Then after the ring formation, the ring opening will take place again, and base protonation will result in a formation of product. Okay. So these type of questions are little bit tricky. You just have to solve by yourself. If you have doubt or any question, we can solve in the next class. So today I am going to stop here only. So from next class we are going to discuss the some other problems which is discussed in the Professor Punamurthy's class in lecture 15 sorry 6 17 and 18. Okay. So quick summary is given here. We have discussed today in today's class Ullmann reaction, Heck reaction, Smiles reaction, and rearrangement reactions. Okay. So different various type of reactions we have discussed. In coming classes we are going to discuss more such type of reactions, coupling reactions, and we are going to discuss the detailed mechanism as well. So because of technical error today I get late to the class. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you so much for your kind attention. See you in the next class.